PNC, America's Black News Channel. Watch us on all major cable providers and major streaming platforms. Finally, news that speaks to us.
That, of course, was Kanye West there speaking out about his custody struggles with his ex-wife, Kim Kardashian. Entertainment Tonight shared the video after he posted it to social media. And the mess between those two, well, it just continues. So joining me now is radio personality and friend of the show, Young Jas. Welcome back to Morning Hype. Jas, how's it going?
Going great. We have a lot of morning tea to discuss today.
We sure do. A little cheers to this Tuesday tea that we're sipping in just a moment. All right. So where do we even start, right? So a few months ago, Kanye was, asking God to bring his family back together. He seemed optimistic. And now he's constantly going on social media coming for ex-wife Kim Kardashian. So how did we get here?
I mean, I feel like Kanye is really taking this divorce very hardly. Like, he doesn't want to let Kim go. And the fact that she is dating Pete does not sit easy with Kanye. So now I feel like the narrative that we're seeing from him is like, I'm trying to be a good dad. I'm trying to be involved in my kid's life. Because, of course, we do want Kim and Kanye to be able to co-parent in a healthy way. But, Kanye is an extremist. So everything he does, he always takes it to an extreme level. And I think that's what we're seeing him do right now. Because, the Keeping Up the Kardashians trailer came out on Hulu, and he keeps on suggesting that there's a certain narrative that Kim and the Kardashians are trying to paint. So I feel like Kanye is trying to fight for the narrative that he's a good father, he has certain rules for his kids, and he's not backing down on this.
I'm glad you mentioned the narrative, because in his latest Instagram post, he says that he was bashed after sharing the image of North's backpack. We have it there on the screen. It has a couple pins there. Looks like an alien and then Kim and Kanye maybe. Well, he said it was from when he was, quote, allowed to see his daughter North. But then Kim commented on this post saying, "Stop the narrative. You were just here this morning." So you kind of already touched on it, but what do you really think Kanye's end goal is here? Because, I mean, the receipts are going to come out. I mean, if he wants to be portrayed as a good father, but he's trying to say Kim's not being the best mother, I mean, the facts are the facts. So what's his end goal?
That's where the issue lies, because I'm like, if Kim is saying that you are seeing your kids, you're telling people something else. It's like, Kanye, we want to believe you. We want you to see your kids, but you got to give it to us straight. And I feel like he's fighting so hard, and he's just taking it to the extreme that it's just like, oh, I'm not too sure. And now we finally got a word from Pete Davidson. There were the screenshots that were shared a couple days ago. And so now it looks like Pete finally wants to have a confrontation with Kanye, because it's just become too much. And I feel like as Kim Kardashian's new boyfriend, I know Pete was being kind of petty, but I think he's right to defend his girlfriend and the kids and be like, hey, man, if you want to handle this off the internet, let's do that. But the fact that Kanye keeps on posting on Instagram, he's trying to handle the whole thing over social media, is not a good look. And it's something that could possibly scar his kids also in the future, because they're going to see all of this too.
Right. You took the words out of my mouth. The irony here is that he's trying to prove that he is a good dad, that he is involved in his kids' lives. But we all know and understand that some of his actions could have an adverse effect and impact, and ultimately impact negatively his relationship with his kids. Of course, though, as you mentioned, Pete Davidson, Kim's boyfriend, for those who haven't been keeping up, Pete, he did, as Jasmine mentioned, finally clap back via alleged screenshots with alleged messages between him and Kanye. Do you think it was disrespectful what Pete said? Pete has dealt with a lot. He's been kind of on the receiving end of some harsh criticism from Kanye. Was it overdue? Was it disrespectful? What did you make of the texts?
I mean, I think it was a classic clapback. Was it too far? Possibly. But at the same time, if you're thinking about from Pete's perspective, he's been dealing with Kanye nagging him on social media for, weeks, maybe almost months now. Kanye's come out with a video that is quote unquote, bashing Pete. And it's a cartoon character that looks like Pete. So I feel like he's honestly just standing up for himself for once and for all. And it's like in school, if you're getting bullied, if you don't finally just fight back, this might not be the best parenting advice. I'm no Kanye here. But if you don't finally fight back with that bully, they're just going to keep antagonizing you. So what else can he do?
Right. I thought Pete's comments were interesting because they kind of started out in like a "you're not going to bully me anymore" tone, and then towards the end he was trying to offer him some advice about his mental health. So it was kind of all over the map. Definitely was giving, I'm in my bed, firing these off, and I'm just saying the first thing that comes to mind. We've all been there. But I don't know. I'm still trying to wrap my head around what Pete's intentions are. Does he want to help Kanye? Does he want Kanye out of his life completely? To me, I think ultimately his thing is he's trying to advocate for Kim, who's his new girlfriend. He's trying to stand up, not necessarily for himself, but he wants to protect Kim, in my opinion.
I agree 100%. I think Pete is just here trying to protect Kim. He's probably with her on a day-to-day, seeing how frustrating this entire thing can be. And hopefully, you know, Pete is trying to look out for the best interest of the kids too and have this be a peaceful situation. I'm sure he doesn't want to cause conflict between the two, but I think Pete is to the point where he's like, enough is enough and you got to stop, man, because, you know, he also has mental health issues. We know Pete has expressed that. Pete also has expressed how he wasn't on social media because of the damage that certain comments and things people would say, how that hurt him. So I feel like Kanye could be taking a jab at him that way because he knows that Pete struggles with that also. So I feel like they both need to just chill out. Look, Kim is a lawyer too. So as far as the screenshots and all this stuff go, Kanye doesn't want to get in any trouble. He wants to continue to have joint custody or whatever type of custody that they're working out. So I feel like Kanye needs to cool out because we are really seeing it all falls down.
Oh, you heard that. I see what you did there. We know we just had the shot up. Kim made her and Pete's relationship Instagram official on Friday. She posted him on her Instagram page, and you know what that means in this day and age. Is when you get on that Instagram page, you know it's serious. Do you think this relationship is gonna go the distance, or what do we make of it?
Honestly, I didn't really see it going the distance, but I did see that photo of allegedly Pete having a Kim Kardashian on his chest. So I feel like Pete would possibly be in it for the long haul for Kim, but I feel like Kim is just getting out of a divorce. This relationship has obviously done a lot of, damage to her mentally as well. So I don't know if they're going to go the long distance with this relationship, but I do think that Kanye is actually doing the opposite of what he wants to. And I think he's drawing them closer because he's now a common enemy,
Yeah. It's tough. I mean, I know Kanye, and this is a hot take, I know Kanye is kind of going off right now. I know he said some things that a lot of people don't agree with, but I do ultimately feel bad for him. I mean, you're in this marriage and you lose your wife and your family in a sense, and it is hard, I would imagine, to see someone you love moving on with someone else. We want to talk really quickly because I know we're running out of time, but the official trailer for the Kardashians Hulu show just dropped. We know it's been a while because I think Keeping Up ended in June. So much life has happened for the girls since then. Will you be tuning into the new show, and how do you think this is going to be different than Keeping Up?
Ooh, I'm definitely tuning into the new show. So what I got from the trailer is that we're probably going to get, they're going to dive into each of the individuals, how much they've grown in the past. I mean, we've had the whole situation with Khloe and Tristan unfold. Now we have Kim. Now we also have Courtney getting married to Travis. So I feel like there's a lot going on, and there's a lot of different relationships we're going to get to see. Now, as far as Kanye's appearances, that I'm not sure about, but I will be tuning in to keep up with whatever they have going on so I could see the tea.
Right. I hope it's real. I think towards the end of Keeping Up, for me, the storyline started to be a little contrived and a little bit fake. And they've had so much drama going on. Kylie's had a baby, as you mentioned, Tristan and Khloe. It's just so much has happened. We don't need there's enough drama in real life that can play out that we don't need any of the fake storyline. So I'm looking forward to it for sure. We got to do one last cheers on this Tuesday. Thank you for spilling the tea with me, Jazz. Take a little sip. All right, always. Radio personality, Young Jas, we appreciate your time as always. Thanks for waking up with us and spilling this tea on this Tuesday. Thanks.
Thank you.